smoke is still coming out of an abandoned warehouse in Middletown. An old paper plant has been burning since around 6:30 this morning.
Verity Parkway is closed right now between Girard and Yankee, and several side streets are also closed. Local 12's Christian HAUSER has been on that scene for several hours. Christian, what is the latest right now?
Well, Kyle and Paul, it looked like crews were putting their equipment away, but if you take a look behind me, they're actually putting this ladder truck back up. It has been spraying water pretty much continuously for about the past 12 hours or so, trying to get this fire out. And if you take a look over my shoulder, you can see the roof, still plenty of flames visible on there. That's something they've been dealing with pretty much all day. And if my cameraman Kevin will just walk down here, you can see another hot spot kind of right here next to the old smokestacks on it. And then if we keep walking over here, you can see just kind of that orange glow inside what's left of this building. The city's actually been trying to get this building torn down for several years now. It hasn't been used since about the 1990s. And they actually say that there was a small fire in front of this building yesterday, but they don't know if that's connected to this blaze that has pretty much destroyed this entire building today. Take a look at the fire from Skyview 12. Smoke could be seen for miles. The walls inside the old building can only stand so much heat and flame. David Brooksbank lives across the street from the building. Here's the view from his place. He had just started making a pot of coffee this morning.
By the time the coffee was done and I was settling into my living room, I started from my living room window. I saw the very first flames coming out of the top of the building here. And within 10 minutes, they were probably 100 feet high. It was just, in the whole area was just lit up.
He says he could feel the heat from the flames even a few hundred feet away.
Every few minutes I could hear a rumble, and the first couple were kind of small. I didn't realize what they were until that wall there fell, and then this was all exposed. And from my upstairs window, I was like, where'd the building go?
He says it was just a few minutes before the fire started to engulf the entire building.
I could see it moving across the roof of the building, literally feet every couple seconds. I mean, it was just crawling across the whole structure. I never seen fire eat a building the way that, and that's the best way to say it. It ate that building.
Middletown Fire Chief Paul LOLLI says a firefighter on his way into work spotted smoke around 6:40. Crews were on the scene within a few minutes.
The shift commander immediately went defensive. We've had several fires in this building in the past, collapse of the roof and parts of it. So there is no urgency to put anybody's life in danger.
Chief LOLLI says the building has been empty since probably the 1990s, so no one should have been inside.
There have been people coming in and out of it, staying that don't belong in here. And the police are constantly chasing people out of this building.
The building has suffered several fires over the years, the last one in February of 2018. The chief tells me that crews will be out here for at least the next couple of days, keeping an eye on hot spots as they flare up, just to make sure that this building is out. Like he said, this has been abandoned, but we've had several people come up to us and ask if we've heard anything about anyone being inside. And unfortunately, the sad reality is they're not going to be able to go inside there and look for anyone, any of those homeless folks who may have been staying in there for at least a couple days until it's safe to do so. And as soon as we get an update on that, we'll let you know. For now, though, live in Middletown, Christian HAUSER, Local 12 News.
Christian, thank you. The fire chief says because this is an older part of Middletown, there were some issues with water pressure at the hydrants. Also, he says that dealing with the electrical wires and poles made attacking that fire pretty difficult as well.